We are live.
We are live.
We are live. Okay, I'm going to give people just a couple of seconds to
Okay.
get in. Of
Okay.
course, we have some people here already, but don't want to leave anyone out because this is a special thing for me. Like, I love these chit chats, like, and getting a chance to talk with the shop owners because I'm a shop owner and people get a chance to know me because I'm on YouTube. But
Right.
if you're not on YouTube and you're not sharing, stories and stuff like that every day,
Right.
you can get kind of lost in the shuffle and people are like, okay, well, I don't really know her. You can say not even one bad thing. You can say one thing and somebody take it and blow it out of proportion and then it ruins your brand.
It does.
So I definitely want to give people a place or a platform to be able to, just show who they are and tell their story because most women have a story behind their shop and or men, whoever, whatever.
Yes.
There's a story behind it of what started it. And some of them aren't as deep, some of them are just, I saw a need and I wanted to create it. And others are like, I saw something for me and, whatever. And I remember talking to you at the, we were talking on Instagram and you were telling me your story. And I was like, man, it was so inspiring then. And then when I met you in person at Black Women Who Plan to Create, the conference, I was like, this girl here, she is on to something. And you had sent me the box and I was like, oh my gosh, this stuff. And let me tell you, I'm still hoarding. Still hoarding things.
I'm a little ticked by you guys that hoard because I'm seeing all my shop friends in your guys' planners. And then I'll see a little bit of my stuff, but I'm like, I know my stuff is decent. Like, why are we not showing some of my sticky notes or my stickers or some of the paper y'all not cutting acetate? And then I'll like low key, I'll inbox some of you guys and I'll get, girl, I can't use your stuff. It's too pretty. I'm like, wait, what? Like, come on. Y'all, come on, use it. I got a lot more stuff coming out too for you guys and myself that is beautiful. And y'all got to cut this stuff, man, because I'm telling you, you guys are always going to get beautiful stuff from me. I will never shortchange you guys. The same way I was with my clay pieces is the same way I am with this box. To the smallest detail, I'm a control freak and it has to blend. It has to have a purpose. I can't just put tape in every box because that's not me. Sometimes I will never have tape in the box because I don't need it. Something else in the box is doing its thing and it needs to shine. So where people be like, man, I wish you had more tape or a pen every box, or I want you to have more of this every time. I feel like that becomes boring. It becomes useless and it's a waste of creative time.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna.
Okay, so wait, hold on, because we just dumped right in and you done went off on us. she didn't read our rights.
I love what I do.
She read our rights quickly, and I'm here for y'all know I'm here for it because I just love that genuine spirit. But there are some people who don't know who you are.
Oh, okay.
So Erica, we have to introduce you and we have to tell the people, okay, let me see. Let me get my little thing right here.
I got some stuff too.
I told you I'll be hoarding. I'm hoarding for real, like real life hoarding. Like it's still in the nice packaging and everything. Like y'all, I'm real life hoarding out here in these streets.
Oh my goodness.
But this is from the Jewel Box, and I have the creator Erica here with us tonight, and I wanted her to get a chance to kind of share her story. I was inspired. It actually made me like start paying more attention to what I was doing in my own shop, which, we're totally separate, but at the same time, we're on the same mission, and that's to help people get their stuff together. Right. So, Erica, go ahead and introduce yourself, and you can tell them where they can find you on Instagram and all that stuff right now, so they can go ahead and, start getting to it, because they're multitasking.
Okay. Well, my name is Erica. I am the creator of the Jewel Box. I'm known by everybody in the community as Isis Ella Jewels. My Instagram handles is still that. I started off creating clay pieces, very unique charm and paper clips for the community. And it opened up Pandora's box and allowed me to venture off into stationery, paper, and pens and all that stuff with the Jewel Box. And so I have a bi-monthly subscription box that is every other month that has unique items that represent us. And I love creating them just as much as I love the clay pieces.
Wow. So, okay, one thing I want to make sure that we talk about here, because y'all know I'm a budgeter. It is a bi-monthly subscription box. So why did you choose to do a bi-monthly?
I chose to do a bi-monthly subscription box because a couple of reasons. I have young children. I have a 7-year-old Isis. I have Ella, who's 4, and now I have my baby boy Jackson, who's 9 months. I can't handle designing every month. And my spirit and my creativity doesn't work like on this day on the 9th, I'm just going to come up with something and I'm going to put it out there. I'm starting to this year I've been embracing that I'm an artist. I've never for a long time that I've been crafting have embraced the word artist, and this year I've owned my purpose.
Okay.
And as an artist, I have to feel the theme of the box for me to put something together. And if I'm forcing myself into these boxes, you guys are going to probably get things that don't make sense, things that don't speak to you, things that don't take you back to your childhood, or things that don't make you feel good about planning or crafting or just about paper, period. I like when people get my stuff, they feel the positivity in it and that they actually can relate to what it is that they're getting. So if this makes sense, doing a bi-monthly box allows me time to rest my mind, allows me to live a little. It allows me to relax, and it allows me to just enjoy what's around me so I can create. And then when I do create, it's real.
It's like you are, and you can tell because I'm looking at your smile and you are enjoying the process.
Yes,
of
I like it. I love it a
know?
lot.
Yeah, and I can see that, and that's definitely, if I don't take away anything else, it's definitely giving myself time to be creative. And I think sometimes I'll take time off to take time off, if that makes sense. But I'm not necessarily taking time off to relax my brain and to really refocus so that I can get in that creative state of mind. Because when I'm creative, I'm creative. Like I spent this weekend, I was making all the stuff for my TN, and I felt so inspired. But I took the time to relax, like you said. So
you have to take the time to relax, and you have to. The box has helped me to do that. I'll be honest. Before I had children and got married, it's always about yourself. You can do things. You can get up and go as you want. You don't have to answer to nobody. You could kind of be a little bit reckless, take advantage of situations. Whereas when you're a parent and you have a spouse, like you have to have a routine. And sometimes you fall into that routine. And so for me, falling into that routine took away a lot of myself. Of who I was before. I became a different person. I started fulfilling the roles of everything else that I've inherited with my children and my husband.
Yeah.
And so with me being able to win my time back this year with giving love to myself and realizing that I too need breaks, even as a mother, even as a wife, that made me realize even more so that I don't have to put products out there just to compete and keep up with the Joneses.
Ooh.
I can still look good. I can still plan in style with some beautiful pieces, but on a budget. And so when I was researching, I saw so many of us saying, I can't keep up with this stuff. I can't do every month. I didn't even get a chance to use my pieces. I already got another box in right here, and I barely just cut this paper. So when you say you grabbing your papers to put your TN and stuff together, it took you some time mentally to get into that space to do that. Could you imagine you have 3, 4, 5, 10 boxes coming in from everywhere, sitting there waiting for you, but you trying to figure out what to use? And I don't want my pieces to be something like that. This is why when January starts, the movement for me is going to be so functional. It's going to be functional. Like I said, I'm grabbing you. I'm grabbing all the gems in the community, and we're going to figure out how to reach goals in style and
Yeah.
on a budget. That's how I created my clay pieces. In 2012, when I started crafting in this community, I needed something to do, but I wanted to see something that I didn't see on the market. And I taught myself how to create clay pieces. I would sit on YouTube, got my young baby, got Isis right here next to me, my husband hustling with our other videography business because we own a production business.
Okay.
And while he's doing that, I'm home with the baby. So like I said, you when you have children, you kind of lose your old self and you gain a new self. So I had to figure out who I was now as a mother.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, what is this clay stuff? What is this decorating cell phone cases and putting bling on it? What's that? I like this.
Yeah.
I love bling. I love bling. I love bling. I love the bling. So when I saw that, I said, let me touch on this. Let me teach myself. So I researched. I took my time, thoroughly went through it, saw who all the big heads were in the community, saw what they were doing and saying, okay, so that's how they're getting their followers. That's how they're making their money. That's how they're treating their customers. Let me see if I could get some of that in me and let me see what I could do. Got out of my old Instagram account, my personal one. I created Isis Jewels first because I just only had Isis. Put up my first clay pieces. Now, to me, I felt very good about those clay pieces because I taught myself this stuff and they loved it.
Oh, wow.
So here comes 600 followers. I'm like, okay, I got 600 followers. I got more followers than my personal one. No problem. Started creating more pieces that weren't on the market. Here comes more followers. Here comes more people sowing seeds into my business. And for me, that allowed me to grow as an artist. It allowed me to see outside of the box that if something isn't created, you can create it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I started my business. I like creating things that are not there. I don't like to veer into other people's lanes. I like to create my own lane. I like to stand firm in my foundation that I created something with God backing me. So because when it's built by God, can't nobody break it, no matter how hard they try to come for.
What you said. No matter how hard somebody try to block you, honey, it will.
Nobody. My mama always told me that. She said, you do right by people, you do good things, God got your back.
Mm-hmm.
You move with that spirit and things will multiply for you. I would have never had dreamed that once I stepped out of my private account on Instagram and opened up Isis Jewels, that 7 years later, Isis is 7 years old, that I would have close to 13,000 people following me and buying into my ideas.
Wow.
You know, I worked so hard for everything that I have, and I'm still working hard. I don't take any of the stuff that I'm doing for granted. You know, I treat every customer like they're my only customer.
Mm.
You know, I refuse to have people feel like they're a commodity when it comes to my business.
Mm-hmm. Just another number.
No, I don't play that. I do not play that.
Yeah.
I took great pride in knowing most of all the women at BWWPC because they are my customers. And some of them was like, girl, I know you when you was doing cell phone cases to see where you at right now. I was like, that's God. And I'll be like, you were like, you watching me.
Yeah.
People watching you.
Yeah.
People watch you in this community. People watch you and they watch how you act. They watch what you're selling. They may not hit you up and tell you they watching you, but they watching you. People watch you.
They watching and waiting.
And yeah, they're waiting for anything. They're waiting for
Yeah.
anything positive, negative, in between, neutral, whatever it is, people watching. And that's one thing that I know about the internet. People are always watching.
They always watching, honey. They always watching. You best believe that somebody's watching right now, whether it be good or bad, ugly. They are watching.
Yeah. They are.
So you started out just making stuff and you just decided to put it, take a chance and put it out there. So what has really kept you motivated in still doing it? Because of course I know there's times when it gets hard or it's interfering with your own personal life. Like can you share the story about you being pregnant?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Yes, I can.
Okay.
When I started doing research for the jewel box, um, I had just came off having a successful Pink Friday. And the Pink Friday is like a Black Friday, but I love pink so much. And so for me, when I did that, um, it allowed me to take some time to reevaluate what I was losing while doing these type of sales. And I was realizing that those 16-hour days from my family was hurting me. It was hurting my eyes. It was hurting my spirit. It was starting to kind of hurt my relationship a little bit with my husband because, like I said, we have a production company and we were supposed to be doing that together. But once I started crafting and doing this stuff, it kind of took me away from building with that. So I was still building with that business, but not full-heartedly. My heart was with crafting.
Yeah.
And so I was fighting and fighting. And I finally said, God, you helped me reach this X amount of money that I wanted to. And even though I had this and everybody got their pieces and the holidays is here, I can't keep doing this. And so clear as day, he told me, you're going to do a box. I said, I've been running from this box for almost a year and a half. I must have met so many women that came to me from the community and said, I need you to do a box because you would do great. Your clay pieces are so pretty and well put together that you would do a nice box. I told all of them, no, I don't want to do it. It's too much work. And then I was having so much success with clay and I'm selling out and having a line waiting on my waiting list. Like, why would I want to give that up for something I don't even know? Like, but everybody that came, I told them, no, I'm going to stick with what I know. I'm doing good right here. Even though I'm hurting, I'm stressed out. I feel like I'm doing good here. At least in my mind, that's what I'm telling myself. And finally, after that sale, I just told God, I'm tired. I can't do this. As much success as I'm getting with these clay pieces, I can't manually keep this up. I tried getting somebody to help me. I tried getting, try to hire some help. It didn't work out. It's just everything I was trying to do in the spirit of building this business with clay, it did not work out. And I was just like, okay, I don't give up, but God, I need you to help steer me in a different direction. So he did. And he did with the box. And so as I was researching on the box and trying to figure out how it went, as I was getting close to getting ready to launch, here comes this pregnancy test out of nowhere. It was like, you're pregnant with your third baby. I'm like, oh my God. I was already set for the first BWWPC. I had already talked to Mary. I had already showed her some samples of Queen. Queen was ready for a long time. Queen is the first box with the girl sitting holding the book.
Yeah.
She was ready before I even launched. She was already, I had her for a year. This is how long I must have researched the jewel box for 2 years before I even came out. Like I said, I didn't want to put something out there that didn't meet the standards and that wasn't fully put together. You can't come out with something like this in our community half-ass. I'm sorry if I could say that.
Yeah, you fine.
You can't come out half-ass like that. You have to show up and put out. It's almost like you have to put on a theatrical show so my sisters could feel me that I'm not playing no games. Like, I'm serious. And so when I found out I was pregnant with Jackson, it slowed me down because my previous 2 pregnancies with my 2 daughters were smooth. I mean, towards the end, of course, it's miserable, right? But at least I could move around. I felt like with my 2 girls, okay, I'm pregnant with Jack. No problem. I could do this, girl. I felt like as soon as I read that pregnancy test in the middle of me getting ready to launch at BWWPC, sickness came, passing out, tired, couldn't meet my deadlines. I couldn't fight my tiredness. You talking about fighting through adversity? I was getting hit with everything from stopping me to launch this box. I had to tuck my tail between my legs and hit Mary up and say I couldn't even do the box. Everybody was supposed to get Queen, the full box Queen at the first BWWPC.
Wow.
It was supposed to be a full-fledged box. Y'all was supposed to get everything that launched in the first box, the washi tape, the pen, the die cuts, the journals, the stickers, everything, the paper. You guys were supposed to get a nice box with that stuff in it, and me addressing everybody that, welcome, we got our first box, enjoy, spread the word, let's go. Girl, none of that happened.
Wow. Ooh, if that, if that ain't the devil, if that ain't the devil.
I cried. I remember dropping Isis off a few times to school with Ella in the back and pregnant. And something with the budget was off. Something, I had to put another clay sale on to get funding for the box. I funded the box with all my labor with clay. I didn't take a personal loan out from anybody. I misquoted. I thought I needed $4,000 to get the stuff I needed to get the box launched. By the time I was done, I think I was up in my neck with maybe $7,000 put towards the first box. Yes. You know, people don't like sharing their secrets or their suppliers with you to help make things a little bit easier for you. And so in this community that I've learned the 7 years that I've been in it, people turn on you when you ask them about, girl, what's your sticker paper that you use? Or girl, who's your hookup with your pen? Or who helped you with your die cut? What weight is your paper for your die cuts? Because mine is just not working. That's almost like they look at you like they smell something and they don't know what you asking them.
Erica, let me tell you, because I've shared this several times. My dream would be to put out a budget box, right? And it would be a monthly box that you would get with just some stuff to help you budget, whatever, something small, but to keep, one, to motivate you to keep budgeting, and two, to like really, you know, get you where you need to be at, whether it's, you know, what supplies and things like that. So anyways, I have been trying to get people to tell me small things like washi tape, packaging options, stuff like that. And it's been pulling teeth, nails, toenails, arm. You think I'm asking them for their child, honey? I'm like, I don't understand, because if somebody asks me, I'm like, oh well, hold on, you want to know where to get this from? They got this on sale. You know, let me tell you what camera to get. Oh, hold on, you want me to send you what free software you can download, whatever. I'm that person. So it throws me off. And I understand that people don't want you to have what they have. But then in the same sense, I'm like, my stuff will never be your stuff.
They don't understand that when God speaks to you, he has a divine purpose for you and what you're going to be delivering. This is why I stopped calling out people that was copying my clay pieces. I used to, when I was earlier in my career of crafting, I used to do call outs because when you got loyal fans, anytime they see somebody trying to rip you off, they got your back. And so they would send things to me like, girl, I know you busy and you working, but you need to check this person because they got your stuff. They trying to do you. It ain't your stuff, but you can tell they trying to do it. And so I get up there and I ain't going to call you out first. I'm going to hit you privately. When I see you leave me on read, okay, that's what you want to do. I would get out of pocket and I would get out of pocket because I would put them on blast and be like, this person being disrespectful. Look how they, I don't do that no more. And I've grown so much, like it's not worth it. It's not. You know, I'm starting to realize everybody's different. Everybody fighting for something different. What I realize is that if you let people be, God handle people far better than you can.
Ooh.
And I just let that be. You know, I still got people. I haven't made clay stuff in over a year for people. And I still got people saying, girl, so-and-so's trying to make your stuff. And I'm like, girl, I ain't touched clay in a year. And, you know, of course, I'm just going to entertain it. And I go over there and I look and I see stuff. And I'm just like, for real, you didn't even change this part. You just really just taking everything. But I'll just be like, don't worry about it. Let it go. You let it go. I have way too much going on for me to be worrying about somebody copying me or somebody trying to take my shine. I feel like there's enough room for every box in the world. I feel like there's enough room for every die cut in the world. I feel like at this point in my life, there's billions of people on this planet. You didn't really create anything. You're just taking from somebody else and putting your spin on it. So, I mean, do you? That's why if you ask me for my connects, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want people spending so much money like I did. Like I said, I had a $4,000 budget. It ended up being $7,000 because it's a hit and miss with suppliers. And if somebody would have just gave me the hookup and just looked out for me, I probably would have saved that extra you know, $3,000-$4,000. You know,
Yeah.
you pay for samples, you pay for shipping, and people don't tell you about the shipping taxes and things like that.
Ooh!
That stuff adds up. They may say like, okay, for these washi tapes, it's only $265, but shipping is like $200-$300.
Yeah.
Now it turns into a $600 shipment. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me, it's like if I can help a couple sisters save a couple dollars because I gave them a little hookup on who to go to and what to say to get their merchandise at a cheaper cost, then I've done my just.
Yeah.
You know?
And see, you're being blessed for that. You know what I'm saying? Because you're helping and spreading something that may be harder to find. And so in return, you're reaping that benefit. And I still think back, I'm like, there's nobody that can do what you do. Even if they sit down and try to replicate everything, they can't be Erica.
They cannot.
They can't
be
be
E. They can't be you.
It won't work. It just won't work. You know,
they're not.
The customer service and stuff, like, it's more to it. Yes, you can sit down and somebody can make the same exact stickers that I'm making or whatever, and no matter what, it won't be from me. You know what I'm saying? You won't get that feel, that extra touch, that extra love from me, even if you order it from somebody else.
Yeah, it's true.
So I guess that's why I get stuck and I get kind of in my feelings, and I'd be like, okay, I'm just not gonna talk. Like, I mean, I talk to people and I'm friendly, you know, of course, but I'd be like, okay, I'm just not gonna ask, because you never know how someone's going to take something.
Yes.
And they take it as, oh, she trying to be like me, and she trying to be, no, I'm not. I don't know where to find it. When you don't know where to find something, where you go? You go read a book. You go search on Google. You go internet. It's the same thing. You're supposed to use who are around you and use your resources. Yeah. But for some reason, child,
the community is finicky. The community can be finicky, but the community has a saving grace that I think so many of us are attracted to, that I can say is the better part of it. When you ignore the certain negative things in the community, you can see the beauty of why it saves so many lives. Because I will be forever grateful for saving my lives. I think I just know how to navigate through the negative waters now. I don't go near them. And I feel like I still talk to a lot of people in the community, but I just leave it there at the community. And when I log off, I'm with my family, my real friends, and I'm handling my business.
Yeah.
My goal is to continue to move like I've always moved these last 7 years, is making sure I drink my water, eat my fruit, eat my veggies, and mind my business. I'm not about to be dealing with no kikiing about who's selling more stickers and who jocking who. I just feel like that stuff is for the birds. You need to just continue to protect your energy and focus on what God is blessing you with.
Ooh, wait.
I don't
Drink
feel
your water, mind your business, and continue to protect your energy. Y'all, we got to put that somewhere. Hold on, I got to write that one down, because that got to be a mantra or something for this year.
It has to be.
Where is my notebook?
See, I got my water right here. I stay drinking.
Look, I'm sitting here like, hold on, wait a minute, child. You just blessed me with something I needed to hear tonight. Because first of all, I need to drink more water. That's the first thing. But I mind my business, but I get in my feelings too. I'm human. I get in my feelings.
Don't get me wrong. This stuff, man, I cannot tell you how many times I've cried from this community. You know, it takes a level of going through some things in this community with people that you think is your friends, or they come as your friend and they're really not. And you have to walk away and say, you know what, this is the last bit of energy you're going to get from me.
Yeah.
Because I'm emotional. You know, I'm the first person to cry and befriend somebody in a terrible situation, and still, you know, try to make sure that we all cool at the end of the day. I feel like I love too much and I love too hard, and I'm never going to stop doing that. But I have been fasting. I've been fasting for the last few months, and I'm doing so because 2019, I want to continue to show myself some love. I feel like when you don't do that, you operate at a lower frequency that allows a lot of trash to come into your airway.
Yeah.
And I don't want that. I want to be able to keep my calmness and protect my peace at all times. I got young kids. My kids don't need me snapping at them and being in a bad mood because some chick online told me something crazy. I need to be able to know that when somebody talking out the side of their mouth, I can look at them, see right through them, and keep it pushing. And so for me to do that, I got to make sure I do the things that I need to do to be able to do that come the near future. I can't be out here losing sleep and being reckless with my money and being reckless with, you know, my time when this box is on the line for me.
Yeah.
You know, it's my hobby. You know, I love creating pieces that speak to me. And if it speaks to other people, that's a bonus. I never create just to make a dollar. You know, when I had my clay pieces, people would say, you know, people doing half the work you're doing, but they selling this stuff at triple the cost. I'm not about to sell you a paper clip for $100. I'm not about to do that. Again, like I said, when I started my business, I wanted everybody to have stuff to plan with and be beautiful, but at a good cost, because I'm a mom. I ain't got no money. I ain't got no CC bags and none of that. And even if I had all that money, I still won't drop $3,500 for no CC bag. That's my preference. That's
Can't
just
do it.
me. But I'll rock it on a paper clip. I'll rock it as a charm because I think it's dope. It's part of the culture, I guess. But I'm not going to be reckless with my blessings.
Yeah.
And this upcoming year, I even want to get more even more serious about my time and my art, and I want to create things that speak volume and that can hold value.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to I don't want to keep putting stuff out. I mean, look at the community right now. If you're a shop owner and you're not paying attention to the customer saying they feel overwhelmed, Black Friday was overwhelming.
Oh yeah.
It would be,
whew.
This was the first year where I actually felt like I can't be online with y'all. I had my own sale going on. I didn't even promote my sale that much. I was like, y'all doing demos.
Look, I had to catch some people. I think I finally caught most of everyone, and then I ended up missing some people. It was like Sunday when I finally was able to like sit down. Like I was working through Thanksgiving. Like I was working on Thanksgiving. I had my nephew loading listings and stuff like that and updating stuff for me and putting together flyers. So I can only imagine I was overwhelmed. I know the customers was overwhelmed if it was multiples of us, you know, with stuff that was coming out. And then, like I tell people all the time, I'm a small shop. It's just me. And like I had my sister come and she works for me.
Yeah.
She works for me 2 days a week. But we ain't out here with mass production type stuff. So you gonna get a little lag time. You know, I work a full-time job as well. Yeah. So I'm like, I already know. Customers probably was like, ooh, child, I can't. But I mean,
you got to listen to it.
It's a lot. It's a whole lot. Black Friday was a whole lot.
I don't play with my research. I'm always reading. I'm always looking. I'm always trying to make sure I stay ahead of the time. And right now, the community is getting ready to do a big shift. You're going to see a lot of less spending. You're going to see a lot of people closing off, and they're going to try to figure out how to be functional with the things they do have. Do not get caught, you know, trying to have a sale every week. People are paying attention to how many sales you have.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like this. If you having a sale every week, I'm looking like
what bills you trying to pay?
I mean, there's nothing wrong if that's what you're doing, but make sure that, you know, the sale that you had last week matches the sale the week before. Be courteous to your customers, you know, like have some, you know, some consideration. We love your stuff, like, but help me out. I can't afford to be dropping $25 every week on you.
And that's my thing. Like I love like having people have codes. You know, I love that part of it instead of having the whatchamacallits, because I feel like not only is it for that person's loyal subscribers, it's helping them, but then it's also helping my shop too, where that they may not everybody's getting a discount, but at the same time they are getting a discount. But I'm not running here go 40% off sale this week and next week okay 50% off, because that person from last week gonna be like, I just shopped with you.
Exactly.
And now I'm like, can I get a refund?
Yeah, and then they're going to come back and buy the stuff for 50% off. Like,
yeah.
You know, I'm a customer. I've always been a customer first. I always put myself in that position. Like, I love my SG. I love my SG tapes. I love Grumpy. I love a lot of stuff in the community. And I miss a lot of sales because I'm busy running my shop. I was
Yep.
just in Irene's DM, like, girl, you know I'm shipping out on the 21st and you about to open up. I cannot miss these sales. She's
Yeah.
like, I got plenty. I'm like, well, I hope so, because you sell out quick.
Girl, if you ain't got trigger fingers or a best friend that can help you.
You know, so I mean, I'm loyal to a lot of shops because the quality is there and it's my style of planning. Um, I just pray that as we move forward in 2019, that we can all band together and be a little bit more considerate and on the sales that we have and try to make sure that we stay functional with the type of planning we're doing.
Yeah.
Like I said, I want to try to move more in the spirit of being able to have my subscribers do more with their box.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want you to just plan, but I want you to craft. I want you to bless somebody with some of your pieces. Okay, you don't use pens. Bless somebody at your work with a pen. They don't know about this community. I
Yeah.
mean, let's do so many different things with this stuff. Let's be a blessing to other people.
Yeah.
So for me, with the every other month, it works out for me. I think for Pink Friday, we did a collaboration. I did it with Cookie Washi. She does the unk tapes.
Mm-hmm.
She does these. And so she did a tape for the jewel box that I thought was beautiful. And they were able to get this whole Pink Friday. It is. She is killing it right now. And I was able to collaborate with her this year, and Pigtails and Pocket, who actually did the she did the clip. And remember, I'm supposed to send this to you, so I'm gonna send it to you. So
cute.
And then I had the laser piece to go with the doll too.
Oh wow.
So, you know, I like to spoil my clients. I love to spoil my customers.
Mm-hmm.
And so the collaborations we did were the Pink Friday with the other two shops I just named. And then you know that Crystal from the Peach Palmetto, we did a collaboration together where she had the unicorn pops. And so she was memorable because, again, when you find your gift
mm-hmm.
and you bless people with your gift, she started off at such a high rate. Those things are in such a demand right now for her. I just love watching her. I just love watching her grow.
Would you believe I have yet to get my hand on one?
Girl, you know what's so funny? Because people don't know I know her, and we've talked and we had this collaboration that we did together. Can you get me some from her? And I'll be the plug. I'll be the middleman, and I go to the plug and I get all this stuff and I bring it back to the fold. But she is definitely one of those shop owners where I saw she had something that I've never seen before. She actually had an idea and it just took off.
Yeah.
And that and this last collaboration will probably be my last collaboration for this year. And then next year I probably might have one or two. Mm-hmm. But you're talking about trying to stay within your budget. Yeah. That's all I can handle. I can't come out every week with something new. I just can't. It's impossible. I'd be tired. I have a young baby. My son right now has an ear infection. I was up all day, all night with him the last 2 days. You can't tell.
Oh, wow. I was going to say, girl, where? Where is the tired?
I was up. My poor husband, he's tired. We've been going back and forth. I feel like every time I get ready to ship out a new box, because we're getting ready to ship out Self-Love starting on Friday, going all the way to the 27th, it's always something.
Yeah.
It's always something that, if I told you guys the stories that I've come across since dealing with this box, you wouldn't believe me. It's almost like my growth and my lessons are coming from this box.
Yeah.
And you see that you're listening or not, and I'm listening.
Man, it's like I still go back to our first conversation on Instagram, because from that point on, like when you talk with such inspiration, and I don't know if you know that or not, and it feeds into anybody's spirit, because I'm pretty sure anybody that's watching this, if you were inspired or you were down in the dumps beforehand, like just hearing how you were able to overcome and to still keep going, and how this is the key point here. You're listening to God. Because so many times, like you said, you fought it and you ran from it, which is, you know, a lot of us do all the time. But when you finally gave in and you listened, the blessings started coming. And I'm looking at you like, girl, you may have been up all night, honey, but you can't tell. There's no way to tell. And I'm just sitting here like, man, the little crap I'm going through is little crap because I've been blessed. I'm looking around right now. I've been blessed.
You are blessed to even be.
Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm having a little moment because
you should have a moment, because these are the moments that God speaks to you to show you what you have. You know, a lot of the times we're being, you know, backed into a corner daily, and it makes us forget that we are blessed.
Yeah.
And you got to remember, the devil will come in any kind of way and try to take your joy. It'll come as a friend. It'll come as a blessing, but it really ain't no blessing. It's a curse. So you have to figure out what it is that you want to do with it when it come your way. And this is why I told you I'm fasting right now. Like, I'm not drinking coffee. I'm doubling, tripling up on my water. I'm eating more fruit and stuff, because I just need to hear what it is he's trying to tell me. I got my gospel going. I got my other inspirational music going. Like, I have to surround myself with this stuff, because what people don't talk about too with these boxes is that you get people that tell you they love what you do, but they'll unsubscribe the next day. And so for me, dealing with always hearing that, you got stuff and selling out, like when I started losing subscribers months ago, I was like, what? Like, what? You just told me that you wasn't going nowhere.
Wow.
But I think the lesson for me with that was to teach me that you have to lean on your own understanding and not what people say or do. You cannot depend on man to give you something concrete that only God can give you.
Yeah.
And so for me, when people subscribe, I thank God for it, but I keep it pushing. You can't get hooked up on that stuff. You have to keep moving, because if you're putting all your feelings into people subscribing, and if they unsubscribe, that's going to tear you down emotionally and physically. Yeah. You're going to be in a funk. You're always going to be walking around like, maybe I shouldn't do this anymore. I think I'm up to maybe 79, 80 people that have unsubscribed since I started. And if you think about that amount of people that have unsubscribed, like if you still have them in your phone, you can get more things in the box. You could do more, reach more people. But I'm looking at them as they came and they blessed me, whether it's one box, they came for the 3 box period, or they bought 2 boxes and something happened. Like, I don't know. I'm just grateful that they took one opportunity or 2 or 3, or they're still subscribed and they're blessing me with a chance to do what I love to do. I cannot go in here every day thinking that, okay, these subscribers are always going to be here. They're not. Life happens.
Yep.
People find out that somebody died. They need to pull all their money. Somebody figured out they don't want to plan no more. They're just tired. They're overwhelmed. They pull all their money. You know, it's understandable. All you got to do, though, if you're doing your research, is know that the tides is changing. Fall on your research. Re-strategize. Don't stress. Don't worry about it. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm not worried about losing subscribers. What I'm worried about more than anything is making sure I protect this peace of mind. Because I'm not trying to have people or anything keep coming into my life trying to snatch my joy.
Yeah.
I can't. That's my mission right now, is that. And 2019, I'm going to really have tunnel vision again. And I'm just going to be moving focused just like this, concentrating on the word, concentrating on my art and my family and the things that I want to do.
Yeah.
And you guys are going to see it with my box. You're going to see it every other month where my mind is at. And y'all going to see it, because Jackson is getting older. And as he gets older, I get more sleep. And if I get more sleep, I could create. And if I could create, I'm going to have fire. I'm claiming that.
Look, I'm here for it. I am here for it.
I'm claiming it.
I claim that. I know I said in one of my podcasts that I really want to be selfish going into 2019, because I've given so much of myself my whole entire life. I'm the baby of my family, but at the same time, I've always been a giver. I've always been a helper or whatever. And I can remember telling my mom, she always brings this back up. We were just talking the other day. Sorry, I'm trying not to get emotional because I'm really like in my feelings right now. But my mom told me, she said, you remember when you were 16 and you came in the room and you just said, you don't know who you are because you've been so busy. I was a church girl. I was always trying to do the right thing towards what everybody else wanted from me. Right. And I think I've lived my life like that so long that when I went to college, I wowed out, of course. But then I had my son, and if you guys didn't know, I had my son by a pastor, not by a pastor, a pastor's kid. So there was always stipulations and different emotions that I felt from that linger because I have to live my life, or I had to live my life a certain way to be pleasing upon people and not to God.
Amen.
And so in my year of being 31, I just turned 31 in October, I realized I unselfishly give to people because that's just who I am. God made me that way. But what he didn't make me was a doormat. And so I have to stop allowing things to be a doormat, like allowing myself to be a doormat. So I'm going to be selfish in 2019. And like you said, put that focus on, because I see where my growth is coming from. I see where the growth is helping me get to where he wants me to be. And I'm just sitting here, I'm like, I'm getting teary-eyed a little bit more because I've come from, I came from what I've always had. Like, I've always had stuff, and I've never had to really like say I had to fight my way through something. It was always given to me, but I never took it for granted. But I feel like sometimes I need to channel that energy. And because I never had to fight, then I always pour out to other people. And sometimes you just want somebody to just pour into you. You just want somebody just to be like, oh, I hate this. I'm not trying to cry. There's no reason for me to cry right now. But anyways, I want to be
No. This is perfect.
I'm thankful for your inspiration because I talk to a lot of women, and I don't open. I'm an open book for the most part, but I'm always trying to help other people, and I struggle with my own mental health issues and things like that. And so seeing someone take their creativeness and using their gift the way it should be, it's like, it just inspired me to want to just put all my stuff together and put those things that I keep telling myself, oh, you can't do it. You're not good enough for this. You're not good enough for that. Like, you need to stay in your own lane and stay right here because this is where you're supposed to be. But are you praying for what you're praying for? Are you really working towards it at the same time?
Amen.
And so listening to you tonight say, you're listening to that. Like, I have heard so many words. I've had people speak into my life multiple times. And I've just said, no, I can't do it. I'll never get to that level. And I want to stop putting that negative connotation on my dreams. And I never would have thought, like, even right now, I would have never thought I'd be sitting on here on YouTube with over 20,000 subscribers and people listening to what I gotta say, whether it's good or bad or whatever it is. I never dreamed of it.
You know why though? And this is why I told you I was gonna send you self-love, because you are more than enough. You are more than enough. You are. This is what self-love is. Don't ever be afraid to say no. It's okay to be selfish. I just told my husband, we've gotten so toxic with the word selfish, because people are so selfish that now when we who give so much freely and we're so selfless that when we even try to be selfish, we don't even want it.
Yeah.
We don't even want to be looked at like, I'm not a selfish person. Baby, be selfish. I'm being selfish all 2019 and moving forward. I got 3 kids that need me. I got a husband that need me, and I got a hobby that I love, and I want to continue to sow seeds into. You take your time, pray. Man, I'm gonna tell you like this. Before I started fasting, I went in the shower. My box is sold out. Pink Friday did well. My kids are healthy. My husband is strong and healthy. Our relationship is strong. And I still went in that shower and I had me a good cry. You just get so tired fighting so many fires all day long. You get tired of dealing with people. You get tired of dealing with life in general. Because when you tired, you ain't slept, you ain't ate right, you ain't drink no water. Baby, that's when everybody start really eating at your soul. You're not taking care of yourself. And I had to tell myself, you know what? Erica, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for allowing you to get this down. I'm so sorry, Eve, for letting you feel like everybody else is important and you are not. I told myself, I said, Spirit, I'm so sorry. Forgive me for everything I've ever done to you. I'm 33 years old and you've been sticking with me through everything. Can I hugged myself in that shower and I said, E, I'm sorry. Eric, I'm sorry. I said, because you forgive everybody else. You show everybody grace and mercy. Show yourself some grace and mercy. Girl, I hugged myself. I cried and I said, man, starting tonight, when I wake up tomorrow, God, you give me another shot to be here. You best believe I'm putting myself first. And my kids, my husband, they going to be right up there with me. And everything else, if it ain't for me, then baby, it wasn't for me to begin with anyway. It won't be there. So it's okay. Girl, cry. Girl, get in the car, have a big cry, grab the steering wheel and cry. Get in that dramatic cry. Just shake it off. Let it out. Girl, do whatever you want to do. Get on the bed, kick, scream into a pillow. Do whatever you want. But you make sure before you do anything else, before you move forward, you just say sorry to yourself.
Man, I needed that. I needed that.
Say sorry.
To say sorry to myself. Because I put so much on myself.
We do.
And I have so many things that I will forgive the next person. I'll forgive that person. And I try to find out what it was that was in me that caused something like that to happen or messed up. But I never forgive me. Because it's okay to make a mistake, but I don't forgive myself for my mistakes.
I wasn't doing that either. And you would always try to figure out what you did to the other person to make them like they don't want to deal with you no more. Why they think you're not this, or maybe they think it's something. You know what I learned these last few days that I've been listening to God a little bit more. You can be kind to people. You can be kind to your family. You can be kind to your spouse. You can be kind to your kids. It doesn't matter what it is that you do. If they are on their own track of what they're trying to do or what they perceive as reality, they don't understand or see you, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's not that you're not a good person. They're just not in that good person mode. You know, now when you talk about toxic people that just come and keep sucking from you and they do it and they know they're doing it. Now those people, you could bend over backwards. You could do an elaborate theatrical little stance for them. And they still look at you like you ain't nothing. Toxic. You could be kind, you can be sweet, and they still find error. They're not happy. Yeah. They don't see you. And this is why it's important to show yourself self-love. And it's okay to say no, and it's okay to say yes to the things that you want to. Yeah. I'm telling you, self-love with the box that's coming out and we're shipping out on Friday, it's sold out so fast because there's so many of us that are in the same position. Where you at? I'm still there too, though. It took me a minute to get here. This is me crying. This is me accepting. Girl, I was just in here 2 days ago crying, walking around my house, praying over everyone because God came through again. Like, you got to understand, like, this walk isn't going to just happen in one day and then stops. And then you're this Holy Spirit walking this earth.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned that as you get higher with yourself and you get higher with your walk with God and you hear things clearer, that's when things come even quicker and faster. You just got to learn how to be like Neo and dodge it and see those hands coming your way. You just got to be able to, like, oh, that's what you're trying to do? Okay. You see the hand going this way, like, oh, that's what you're trying to do? Like, that's how you got to be. And this is why I say, when I'm going into 2019, I'm going to be leaving everything behind. You got to leave the past in the past. The people that try to come and hold you hostage with the things they think they know about you and your shop, your job, your relationships. You got to take that power back and tell them that, baby, I'm okay with that. Oh, that's what you're coming at me with, that I didn't save money 2 years ago? Okay. But I'm okay. Okay, that's what you're holding on to. Like, you got to take that back and you got to throw it, rescind the offer. Like, I don't need that. Start negotiation, what comes in and what doesn't.
Yeah.
You got to take control. And I know it's easier to say it than to do it, but each day you get a chance to practice it. And I guarantee you, as you practice it, it gets better and it gets stronger. I know that sometimes when we're dealing with this community and we're dealing with stickers and stuff like that, you feel like, well, it's just stickers. Well, it is just stickers, but people is people.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When people fighting over stickers and paper and stuff, it ain't the stickers, it's the people. You know, love is universal. Love has compassion. I just learned this year. Love is so beautiful and it's so strong. And when people give it right, you feel it.
Yeah.
But people change. They change when you look at them differently. It changes when you tell them a no. People change when you say yes. People change when you can't help them with something no more. And you just have to think about the person that you're dealing with and seeing where they are in their walk. And if you can look at people and see where they're at, you can realize it ain't you that got the problem. It's them that got the problem. And I'm starting to realize there's a lot more people outside myself that got issues. And it ain't got nothing to do with me. It happened to seem like it got something to do with me, but it doesn't. And you right where you're supposed to be, sis. You got your own stuff popping. I look up to you. I love what you're doing. And you got people that love what you're doing too. And you're making the right decisions. You're making the right changes for yourself. You want to forgive yourself? You go ahead and you do it, and you watch more blessings flow into your life and your business. You want to do that bi-monthly box or do an every month box? Watch God bless you with that opportunity. But just be ready to see what he has for you, because I've realized too with this box, I had a one-track mind of what I wanted to do. He said, no, let me open you up a little bit and I'm going to show you something. Just continue to listen to him. I'm still listening to him. I don't know if this box is going to be here around this time next year. And if he decides to say he wants to take it away, I ain't going to fight him. Because so far, he ain't stirred me wrong. It's my perception. It's true. It's so true. I can't fight it no more. We don't control nothing but ourselves. Yeah. We can only control how we react to things. I just want to react a little bit better. Save my energy and not overreact. I don't even overreact no more when somebody come at me sideways in the community. I don't. Yeah. I don't explain myself no more, why I can't do nothing or why I can. It's either a yes or no. I ain't got time. And you shouldn't either. And it doesn't matter if it's personal or business. The only person you explain something to is God and yourself. That's all you can do.
I just want to say I did not come on here for this. I did not come on here. I did not ask for any of this, okay? So whoever is watching this was not planned. I did not ask for. I had to tell her to stop speaking into my life when we first get on before we go on the broadcast. I had to say stop because we had to get to the rest of the interview, and I want people to hear that. But I didn't ask for this. But God knows what you need when you need it, and I received that. I got to go. I got to go sit in a car. I got to go sit in my shower. I got to go sit somewhere.
Yes.
Somewhere. If I got to sit in this place right now, and I got my good little spot.
Anybody listening, man, it's time to forgive yourself. 2019 right around the corner. Get up. Do what you write a letter to yourself. Start journaling. Come join my my Facebook group, the Jewel Box group. I'm telling you, January, y'all better be ready because God is stirring me again. You talking about being focused. You talking about being functional and being intentional. That's where God got me. I keep telling people, if I never sell another box again, I'll be fine with that. Am I making a difference is what I'm worried about. Am I making sure that the word is getting across? Am I making sure that we all know that we can lean on each other? You, my sister. So you breaking bread with me and giving me some of the inside of you, I'm going to always hold that with me because that's what we're supposed to do. We're not supposed to be selfish. We're not supposed to be envious and jealous and just ignorant with each other. We're supposed to be sharing love all around. That's why they called it a village, a tribe. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And because we're so spread off right now with the intention that I got this and you got that and you got this and I don't want my stuff associated, it just breeds negativity. It just continues to do that and nothing will grow from that. You're never going to get where you're going to go with that in mind. So anytime anybody need me or they needed something from me, and if it doesn't hurt me, it doesn't take away from me, you got me. You got me. You got me. This I did not expect any of this myself. But I do know that when God is speaking, you listen, and I'm listening. I'm tired of fighting God. You know, I'm tired of fighting. You get tired, and he gonna break it down. He gonna get to you,
Yeah.
one way or other. If it's gonna be through here like this, he'll talk to you. And I always tell him, if you gotta use me, use me. Help me, help myself, help my family. You know, I consider you to be family. I told you that when I met you that I love you.
Yeah.
And I mean that. I tell everybody I really do care about my people. And I feel like I almost have a responsibility to be at my highest self so that my younger sisters, when they see me, they know that this walk can be done in style. You can have fun. You can be a blessing. You can create something from nothing because you know why? That's what God did. I'm telling you, we're gonna collab. E. We're gonna put some budget stuff out there because
Hold on, first of all, y'all better get this two-step. Y'all better get this good two-step humbly. Y'all better get this because wait.
It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful. 2019 is the year of self-love. You guys and myself included, I cannot tell you how much we are in need of each other and to be doing this, communing, because I don't know if you guys go online and see those comment section, whether it be on Shade Room or wherever you go to get your information or whatever, but people are tearing each other down. People are not even having an opinionated or factual conversation without calling each other names or being ignorant. It's almost like you can't talk about anything. And if you do say something, somebody that's not in the right place makes you try to feel like because you doing the right thing that is wrong. Like, okay, so good for you. You doing something. God bless you then. Like, me being blessed isn't saying that you're not doing good. It just means you probably are in a different space that you need to come on. Stop being down here and come up here. You know, I'm not saying that I'm better than you. What I'm saying is that I choose to live my life naturally, authentically, helping people. Where's the humility? Mm-hmm. And that's probably one of the main reasons why, too, I wanted to do a bi-monthly box because I'm not trying to grab all the money in the world. I want to be able to spend time with my family. Like, my shop is closed right now. It's been closed since Pink Friday in November. And it's closed because I don't want to be doing the box stuff. And then I'm running the shop trying to get all the money. And then I don't have no time for my babies. I'm doing an activity with my kids almost every other night. We done built gingerbread houses, done had the tree up since after Halloween. I don't play that. My tree been up. Yeah, I'm one of those people. I love the holidays. So my stuff was waiting at the door when Halloween was coming through. My stuff was ready. So, I'm doing things with my kids because I'm going to tell you right now, Michelle, the most important thing to me is my family. When all this stickers and all this stuff is gone, when all this video stuff is gone, all I got is them.
Mm-hmm.
And if I spend all my time doing stuff for everybody else, and then this is gone and I come back, my family won't recognize me. My family won't respect me. What kind of legacy will I have for my child? What kind of legacy will I be leaving for my great, 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 great grandchildren? If all I'm worried about is, girl, my shop better be better than hers, or, oh, I better try to grab all the sticker stuff I can. Like, I don't care about none of that. I don't care if I don't sell a t-shirt in my shop. I don't care if I don't sell a ton. I don't care about none of that stuff. I'm going to just stay in my lane, do what God gave me, and I'm going to have fun. The minute this is not fun no more for me, I'm out of here. And I've told this to everybody. My squad is ready. They know. I told them once this becomes like a spiritual attack on me and myself, baby, I will protect my energy so fast, and I will say deuces. That 13,000 whatever account that I created, maybe I will shut that down and I will go away. Nobody know where I'm at. That's what I did with Isis Jewels. If you go look at my Isis Jewels account, I walked away from it. It had over 6,000 authentic people up there following me. When I'm gonna share some with you guys before I go, because Jack is acting up. And this is my truth. I want y'all to hear me. I was selling out. I had another waiting list again for my pieces. I had just got pregnant. And I was working 16-hour days trying to keep up with all the orders. I mean, I was pumping out maybe 20 orders a day. I lost my baby because I wasn't resting. I was on my feet all day trying to please people, trying to make sure I took care of everything and grab all the money I could. I lost my baby. I remember going in the shower after they checked the ultrasound, they cleaned me up. I remember going in that shower that night and I let that water run all over my body from my head to my toe. And I just remember telling God, you give me another baby, you give me another opportunity, I'll walk away from it all. I'll show you that I'm grateful. I will walk away and I will listen to you. I didn't listen, but I will listen to you again. A month later, I was pregnant with Ella.
Oh my God.
And I walked away. I shut it down. I walked away from that account and I never looked back. And I'm glad I never looked back because, baby, Isis of the Jews would have never have been here if I wouldn't have walked away and trust God. Baby, you got to learn to let go and let God. Because, baby, I'm still standing. I'm still standing. I walked away. I left all them people. Girl, they still come looking for me like, you ever come back to where you started? Never. 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 I will never look back. He took that baby away from me, and it was almost like him saying, you got to sit down and you got to listen to me, baby. You said that you wanted a family, and I'm giving it to you, but you ain't acting like it. You acting like this business is more important. So I had to say, you know what? You give me another baby, I'll keep going. And I'm going to tell you like this, no lie. After that shower, I never cried over that pregnancy that I lost. I kept walking in my purpose because I felt him right then and there on me, covered me, and I kept it pushing because he knows when I say I'm with him, I'm with him, and I'm with him right now. And this is why I can continually walk the way I'm walking. I can hold my head up high when I'm in the community because I do right by people. I do right by me, and I will continue to do so because I'm going to tell you, my mom always used to tell me, you do right by people so things don't happen to your children. I got 3 beautiful kids. I need when I'm not here that you, Nikki, my customer service rep, I need Mia, my Jewel Squad member. I need everybody that knows me, everybody that I blessed here. When you see my kids doing wrong and they're not living up to the potential that I've done and what my legacy is, I want y'all to tell them, Jackson, your mama didn't raise you like that. Your mama wouldn't want you to be doing that. I've given y'all permission to do that because I'm letting y'all into my life to know me. You guys are buying from me and I'm buying from you. So I expect that you guys will have my back like that. Because I would do the same for you. If I see your son and he ain't living up to what you told him he's supposed to be, I'm going to be checking him. You know your mama wouldn't want that.
Amen.
Because it's true.
Uh-huh.
So I don't always post. I don't always go live. I don't always make some of my dates. And it's because I put my family first. God don't ever punish me for that. He always blesses me more because I chose to put my family first. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that I take the time to say no to coins. I take the time to always bless people because I'm just grateful for this community. I mean, it saved me and I'm going to always be grateful for it. That's why when I see things that are negative, I always turn my eye to it because it's just some people you'll never get across. You know, they're just not open to receive that message, and that's okay. Like I said, we're not going to be able to change people, especially if they don't see you and recognize you for who you are at that moment.
Right.
You know, they got to be receptive and open. They got to come to you and open up and say, look, E, I'm ready for you to talk to me. Okay, then I can have this conversation with you.
Yeah.
And this is why when everybody come in my DM or I go in the comment section, I spread love because I know what it feels like to go on somebody's page that got a little bit of following. You say something and they just bypass you and go to somebody else. I've been there too. So I always made it a point to say that anybody that come on my page, anybody that show me love, anybody that come into my DM, I'm going to always show you love. I'm going to show you respect because we're here. I'm never here because I got more followers or I got a better product or I feel like I'm somebody in the community. I'm with my people. I see everybody as equal. I do. And you know, that's just who I am. If I'm wrong for that, then I'll be wrong.
Nope.
I'm just me.
That's how I feel when I say, hey, what's up, besties, or I'm calling people besties, is because I feel like I am just your regular smuggler girl.
Yep.
And I don't want to be thought of as nothing else than just your best friend that you can call on and, you know, talk to. And I think that's so important that we don't get too big-headed because numbers are just numbers. And I have 23,000 subscribers and my video only gets watched by 50, none of which are my family, and 5 of them are bots. So it could all go away, like you said, in a minute. And man, if I didn't need it, I got some nuggets tonight. I got some nuggets because it's hard to keep up with all of this and a family.
Oh, it is.
I'm trying to build my family. I'm not married. I'm trying to figure this thing out. And it gets hard.
Girl.
And, you know, I go to church. I'm a church girl, but through and through, okay? So I'm in there like swimwear, and I'm trying to raise my son against the odds that he's got against him already, the demons he has to battle. And I get down on myself so much. But I figure I want to help people.
But you are.
And that's what I live by. That's what
are.
Makes me grow is my desire to help others. And so I'm saying that because tonight I came on with the intentions of spreading the good word of the Isis Ella Jewels in the jewel box.
But it is that's what the jewel box is. I keep trying to tell people through my stuff. The jewel box is this. I'm never going to give you something that's not me. Self-love came because I needed to give myself some love. You do lose yourself after a while of fulfilling new roles. After having children, you're not the same person again. I don't care what you say. You are a completely different person. Girl, you're going to have me back. But I will say this, like I said, I'm not out here competing with nobody. If anything, I'm competing with my last year self.
Yeah.
I work hard. And if I'm telling you I work 16-hour days back to back, I'm telling you I did that. And it cost me a life. You know, I had to ask God to forgive me for that. You know what I mean? So there's nothing that anybody could say or do to make me feel like they can hurt me. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I walk around with the purpose of I'm going to make a difference and I'm going to continue to grow. I think a lot of times when we become adults, we feel like learning stops at that. When you hit 18, nobody can tell you nothing, baby. Life is nothing but lessons. And if you acting like you can't sit your butt down and take that lesson, baby, that test is gonna be hard.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard. And you're gonna wonder why nobody gonna want to be around you, why nobody want to help you. One of the craziest things I had to learn was to humble myself. You know, my family, we had a Belizean restaurant down here that's closed now, but it was in our family for over 30 years, and it was one of the most popular Belizean restaurants in LA. And, you know, coming from that and all the community know you, you kind of walk around with your head a little bit like everybody know my mom, everybody know my sisters, them, everybody know my family.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember some things happened at the restaurant with my family, and I left it. That was one of my first jobs. And I was upset, but I found work somewhere else. But I would come back to the shop to eat and see my family, my mom and them. And I would come in my heels. I would look cute. My hair would weave all down to my back, just acting a mess. My sister, my older sister, would come right before I leave. I would hug her, and she'd be like, "Humble yourself." And I'd be like, "Okay, Shay, I'm gonna humble myself." Kick in and walk out, go hit up my friends. And every time I would come to the shop to visit my family, she would tell me, "Humble yourself." My sister lost her life a week after having my nephew. She always wanted to have a baby, a family, and she lost her life after having my nephew. She had a blood clot. And that was a moment in my life I was so low because God took my job away, laid me off. He was trying to talk to me. It wasn't until years after she passed that I finally realized what she was trying to tell me when she said, "Humble yourself." When I went to BWWPC this past October, every person I met told me, "I love you. You're the most humblest shop owner in this community." And when they told me that, I felt my sister around me, and I said, "Shay, you still with me. You've been gone for all these years, and you still showing up at them gyms." And I'm just so grateful that I humbled myself before God is ready to take me home. Because now my children would know what it is that they need to do on this earth to get by. You gotta humble yourself. She would always tell me. And she never got a chance to see me in the physical, to see me here like this. But I know she with me, and I know she watching me from the other side. And I know she proud of me. Because when I'm telling you that every person I met at BWWPC gave me the biggest hug and told me humble, that was attached to me, I know I'm doing the right thing. I know I am. And I'm grateful for that. And I when I get to the other side and I see her again, I know I'm gonna give her the biggest hug like I used to give her, because that changed my life. That made me a better wife. It made me a better mother. It made me hear my husband, because he tried to come to me one time and tell me he wanted to be with me, and I told him no, you were just gonna stay my friend. But when she died, he was there, and I finally saw my husband for who he was, and he's been my husband ever since. And I'm so grateful that I listened to God again. I'm listening to, I'm telling you, God gonna take away things from you, and he's going to put you in situations where you hear him. And sometimes he'll take away a life. Sometimes he'll take away a job. Sometimes he'll take away shelter. Sometimes he'll take away your car. Sometimes he'll take away your business. You know, I don't want to lose any of those things anymore because I have children. I can't play around with pettiness and catch 22s with people because my attitude and my spirit is broken, or my pride or my ego's bruised. Baby, you want to go, like I said, you want to grab all the the orders, you want to grab all the customers, you want to throw shots at me, you want to do whatever it is that you want to do, you do it, but you will not get anything from me because I have a purpose and I'll continue to walk in that. And I'm going to continue to be a person that makes a difference. I'm telling you, next year for me, I just want to continue to do good. I just want to continue to be a good person. I just recently discovered that I want to seek more joy than happiness. I want to be at peace. I keep telling everybody that to be able to lay on my pillow when I get in my room and go straight to sleep without a worry in the world, that is a blessing I do not take for granted. Because I hear people need sleeping pills and they can't sleep and they have nightmares and they have all that stuff. Baby, God bless me with the ability to go to sleep. And I do sleep and I take that. Like, that's a gift. So for me, like, I get my wins in different ways. My rewards, my blessings come in different ways, and I'm going to take it. The jewel box has helped me a lot. It has taught me to be a good person even more. It's continued to teach me to be selfless. It's told me that less is more, and that it also teaches me to just take people for what they are right then and there. If you tell me this is your truth, then that's your truth. I'm tired of speculating what it is that you might be saying, or did you really say that? What did she mean? Just start asking questions right then and there. Like, what do you mean by that? Because I'm not about to take this with me to my house or to my bed. Like, you start talking to people right then and there. If you need me to do something, I'm gonna let you know right then and there. No, I can't do it. I'm tired of feeling like I gotta hold spaces in my mind for people that are negative and trying to rob me of my energy and my good intentions. I'm just tired of that. Why should we have to do that?
We shouldn't have to.
So I don't want to do that no more. I don't. My kids is getting older. I'm getting older. My patience with 3 kids, my girls is fighting almost every day. Like, I don't have time for that. I want, when I go to work, that I enjoy what I do, that I enjoy talking to the people that I met in the community. My squad right now is my backbone right now. If they're watching, I just want them to know that I love them. They've been with me from day one. Nikki, Kelly, Steph, T, me, those women, they got my back and they're loyal. And in this game right here, you need people that are loyal. You need people that's going to have your back, people that you can trust. When I tell them I'm tired or that I'm dealing with stuff or something is missed because I have my family, they don't get on me and be like, oh, you messing up, or do what you got to do. Right before I came on, Tiara hit me up. And she was just like, how's Jack? What's going on with his ear infection? Are you okay? That's my team. We're a family. Our group chat, I'm going to tell you right now, stay lit. My squad, the Jewel Squad, I would say hands down is the best squad PR team I've ever seen. These girls, these women, they drink their water, they purge it, and they minding their business. They minding their business. I love my squad. We mind our business. Steph minds her business. Me, Nikki, Kels, all of us, we all mind our business. And it's not to say that we're better than anybody or we think we're better than anything or anyone. It's just protecting your energy in this community is important.
Yeah.
We come here because we love stickers. We love the fact that we get to put down these things while we plan to reach goals. Mm-hmm. I feel like this. If you in the community and you ain't planning nothing, you ain't opening up planners, you're not touching or you're not using nothing or you're not even opening up a planner.
Yeah.
Why are you here?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So
we're gonna hook up for budget stuff.
I'm just sitting here and what you said, because I was going back to the basics in the videos the other day. Like, man, we making plans and ain't doing nothing. Are we really being smart with our intentions to plan? Or are we just putting stickers on a piece of paper to make it look pretty for Instagram and not getting nothing done? It's important, man. I'm like,
most days I could barely put a sticker down. I think I do a lot of back planning where I put stickers down, but for the most part, my writing isn't beautiful. Um, and I say that because when I'm writing out ideas and designs and the moment hits me to create, or I have a thought that I can create, I'm scribbling. You know, I don't have time to get ready because I got to make sure I write beautiful so I could put this on. You're not going to get that. A lot of the time. And then I got kids and I got to cook and clean, and I have to have my house clean. I can't fathom that. So I do my best. I am a realist, and I know right now my group is growing and it has a lot of people in there, and I'm guessing they want me to do more lives and stuff, but like I said, Jack is getting older, and I'm going to be moving in the space to create more videos to help show functionality with planners and crafting and stuff like that, because I'm a very crafty person. And I find joy in this stuff, and the jewel box has allowed me to be even more creative, and I'm using my stuff. I love using my stuff because I see myself. You know, there was a time where in this community you couldn't even see a black girl. And now I got sticky notes that got a black girl on it, and it's in a box. And everybody who is black or a woman of color, they can get it and they can rep themselves. And I think this is something that we've been waiting for a long time. We've been waiting for a box to show us in a light that's positive and authentic. You know, when Crown came out, I didn't really like Crown.
Why?
Because it wasn't fully pink. You know, I had to grow. You know, I had to grow in those colors. I had to grow. I'm growing a lot. I'm growing a lot with this box, and I'm realizing that the market is changing, and not everybody's into pink. And you know, for me, I have to step up and I have to design out of that comfort zone. And even though it hurts a little bit, I'm gonna tell you, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love using colors that aren't necessarily my colors. And Crown ended up being probably one of the most successful boxes to date.
Yeah.
Because the washi tape itself, we had to double up on it, and we sold a lot of tape. And I say that because I didn't expect it to. When I create this stuff, I just put it out there for you guys that subscribe and that pick up the extra stuff, and I'm happy with that. But when you get people knocking on your door saying they need this stuff, it's almost like, really? You like?
When they scratch it, like, hey, you got that washi?
Yeah. You know, every time I restock it, it leaves immediately, and that gave me comfort to say, okay, E, this is something you have to get stronger with. I still kind of walk around like when I first touched clay, like I don't want to embrace that I'm an artist. But this year I said I'm going to embrace it. You know, I work hard. My reputation, I take pride in it. You know, I treat everybody, like I said, with respect and as equals. And I'm going to walk into 2019 with accepting my gift, accepting the fact that I am an artist, that I do create beautiful pieces, and that I am part of a community that is amazing. I'm a part of a league of women that make things happen, and I'm happy to be at that table. I'm very happy. I'm getting ready to go to my second conference in Chicago for the Chicago Planner Conference.
Are you going to Chicago Planner Land? Is that
Planner conference?
CJ's going. I'm gonna make sure I link you up with my bestie CJ, and you guys need to link up her. Like,
just tell her she better sit at my table.
Yeah, I'll look. She on here right now. I hope she's still on. But yeah, like y'all need to link up.
Are going to Chicago, and you want a table that's going to make sure you got some things. Sit at my table. I got some stuff. I'm very happy about sponsoring the table. I was supposed to be vending, and I was supposed to sponsor all the attendees there. When I sent in my application, I wanted to just see if I had a chance. And they picked me and said they would love to have me. They asked me if I wanted to move forward. And in that second, I had to figure out if I wanted to move forward or did I needed to rest and take care of myself. That was another growth for me. I declined. she came back and she said, okay, so you don't want to do that. Can you do 10 people? I said, 10 people? You still want me? She was like, yes, we looked at your account. We like you. We love what you do. Can you sponsor a table? I said, yes, I would. But this is me practicing saying no. It's so hard for me to say no. But in that moment, I said, man, I got to try to figure out something. Let me just start saying no. And a blessing still came from it. So I'm excited about the 10 people that I get to shower some gifts with. I'm still kind of looking over my shoulder at Winter Plannerland's tables. Them girls outdid themselves.
Oh man, it was some beautiful tables.
Man, they came with it. I mean, Cookie Washi and Posh Planner. Oh my God, what is it? Posh Planner Pockets. I think she does the sewing with the bags with the jeans and all. Oh my God. And my girl Dominique from Golden Plans.
Yes.
Oh my God, they killed. I was sitting there like, okay.
Yeah.
I see the sisters coming out there doing that thing.
Yeah.
I said, okay, I'm gonna have to bring it. I'm gonna have to rep. So I'm working on my table right now, but I turned it into a time of me just being a planner girl and spending time with my girlfriends. And I'm just looking forward to letting my hair down. I work hard and I need to start rewarding myself for it.
Yes.
I have a hard time not rewarding myself. And that's what self-love is. It's starting to reward myself so that I can be a better person. That's all I got, you guys. I think I'm outspoken. Hey, I think we went on some tangents, but I hope that I did good for your live. I hope that you would have me back.
I will have you back. I'm gonna have you back on here. I'm thinking about the podcast that you finna do with me as well. Like, you coming back, honey. If I gotta get you every week for a 5-minute word of inspiration from Erica, and we gotta have a little side table conversation.
Thank
you got to come back, honey, because this was just amazing. Like you said, if y'all didn't get nothing else out of this, y'all have met the owner and y'all have met who she is and what she's about and what she pours into her product. And to be able to meet the owner and know that this is something she's passionate about and that her passion doesn't just die when she finishes creating something. It keeps going all the way through. Like, I don't know about y'all, but when she opened back up, the floodgates need to just open up. We need to go bombard her.
January 9th.
Everything. February 9th?
January 9th.
January 9th, okay.
January 9th, my shop will reopen, and that's the day we open up for subscriptions as well. I'm going to tell you guys right now, the next box is done already. Be ready. Again, I had to grow on this. These colors, I had to grow. The squad, they saw a snippet of some of this stuff. Baby, all I know is thou shall not try me. That's it. Thou shall not try me. We going into 2019. Nobody better even try it. Nobody better come for me because, baby, what you want from me, you can't get.
Yes.
So ready. 2019 is the year of self-love. It is the year of us taking back our time, our moment. I don't care if you sub, I don't care if you don't even know what to do with this stuff. If you do buy it, join my Facebook group, The Jewel Box, because it's going to be an amazing experience come January 1st. When I get ready to drop, it's just going to be crazy. I'm shut down right now so I can get my mind together and do things the right way and spend time with my family. But when January 1st comes, just be ready. Y'all already know. I like to do things big. I like to take my time, and I like to do things the right way. If you thought the commercial I did when I introduced the Jewel Box was anything, just be ready for all of next year because Jack is big. He's 9 months. He crawling. And once he starts to get to walking and talking, that means mama got some time to sleep. And if I can sleep, that means that I'm ready to create.
Yeah. So we can find you. Let's go ahead and let everybody know where they can find you because they finna mark you in their planners.
Yes, January 9th.
For January the 9th, is there a particular time or?
No, at midnight. I'm just gonna
y'all hear that at midnight now? Don't.
Yeah, I'm just opening up. I'm gonna add all the extras and all the new stuff in there, and you just gonna be able to subscribe to the next box. The next box is called The Beat. All I know is, like I said, thou shalt not try me. Move 24/7. That is how I'm going into 2019. See, we're leaving 2018 with us in mind, but we're going into 2019 with don't try it either.
Right.
Because now that I'm taking care of myself, don't try me. So please get on this tip with me, because it is probably one of the biggest things that I could have possibly ever come up with that I'm so ready to embrace. Taking care of our mental state and our physical state and our spiritual state is on my to-do list. Like right now, like I said, I'm fasting and I have to. Yeah. I encourage you all, take away something, sacrifice something for whatever period of time that you need to prove yourself that growth can happen so that you can be a better you. You don't have to do everything. Just start little, one little thing, and watch yourself grow, sis. Watch yourself grow. Come join me in the group. Come join me on Isis Ella Jules for Instagram. I don't have a YouTube channel yet, but that'll probably come once we get bigger and I need a bigger venue. But E, you got me. Whenever you need me, sis, if it can work out with my kids and stuff, you got me. Thank you for having me. I appreciate you. I love you, sis. I pray blessings into your business. I pray blessings into your walk. And I want to hear that you cried and you forgave yourself, because I'm going to see it when you emerge. It's going to show itself. It is going to be shown, because I know you guys see me. And if you see me and you getting all this energy, because baby, I done cried many a times. And I am happy and I'm here. When God speaks, listen. That's all I got. That's all I got. The jewel box. That's it. That's it, sis. That's it. That's all I got.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, sis.
Thank you for allowing God to use you tonight.
Thank you.
In an unsuspected way, and not being afraid. Because I know sometimes on the internet we do get afraid to talk about God and to talk about his blessings. And when I get off of here, I'm going to hit my two-step over here on the side. But I am so thankful for you for pouring not into just me, but I know there was somebody else on here that needed to hear what you gave tonight and what you just spoken to us. And I know I play around a lot because that's my soul, and my energy is, very playful and light. But one thing for sure, God will bring you joy. And that feeling that you feel inside,
we seeking joy. We seeking joy. All 2019, self-love and joy, everybody. Self-love and joy.
I'm here for it. I am here for it. Girl, I'm here for it. Thank you so much.
Everybody.
I know you got to get to Jack, so we thank you. We love you.
Walks.
Blessings.
Bye, you guys.
Bye. KK, bye, y'all. Mwah. KK, bye.